Peabody Park. Alright guys, now we're heading to Peabody Park, and yes, I did just get my driver's license, so now I can drive places, and we're gonna go bring the OneWheel over there. Before I go into the details about the pint, let's go ride it a little bit. Let me explain how to ride it. So basically there's a front foot sensor that detects whether your heel or toe is on it. And what you have to do is you have to align your heel and toe on it perfectly so that the board balances for you. And then you can just take off. So what's cool about the OneWheel is that it can be used for trails, concrete, and whatever you want. Pretty much you can go all off-road just like this. OneWheel claims it can go on all sorts of grounds, but we have to try it. We have to see if it can go on trails. That's what we're gonna do right now. So with this OneWheel Pint, you get about 6 to 8 miles of range. And to be honest, I don't think where I live, I need any more than that. I know that the Pint X just recently came out and it doubles the range and double the battery, but I don't feel like spending $2,000 on a OneWheel. The total of this board came out to be around $1,300. Trails are a success. Alright guys, now we are doing the hill test. Okay, so what's cool about the OneWheel is that they have their own app, and what it does is it allows you to change your riding profiles. So right now I'm going up a pretty steep hill, so I'm going to change it to elevated. And elevated is the one where when you go on your board, you're going up a hill, it doesn't crash into the ground, it just stays more up, so it's easier to get up hills. Going downhill works too. And what's also cool about the OneWheel app is, here I can get my phone as I'm riding, because there is no hands, guys. You do not need any hands for this board. So I'm on Pacific right now, and that is like their version of like a carvy skateboard sort of. Alright, next I'm going to be talking about the riding modes on this thing. So there's 4 of them, I'm pretty sure that's right. So the first one's going to be Redwood. It's going to be your beginner mode. It's really carvy. It's really fun when you can't go fast. It's really fun to ride. Then you've got Pacific, which is pretty much just like the standard. And it has a little bit of carviness, a little bit of zippiness, but overall really good. And then there's Elevated that I talked about earlier that helps you get up hills. And then there's Skyline, which is like the flagship mode where it's the most zippiest, it's the most punchiest. It is my favorite mode by far. You get to go the fastest and the quickest. And braking on this thing is super easy. You just lean back, simple stop. I do have a couple concerns for a couple people though. It is sort of dangerous, and I'll put it in the way that if you don't know what you're doing, you can get hurt really easily, and it's not very fun. But by getting hurt, you also learn your mistakes that you're doing. But one thing you really have to worry about is pushback, and that's when your board goes up and you're riding it, and you go too fast, and the motor's telling you, "Whoa, slow down." I've had experience where I've ate shit because I've gone through pushback. So the next thing I want to talk about is the nimbleness of this thing. This thing can get around corners like it's crazy. It can get through people. It is nothing compared to electric scooter in that department. It is able to carve. It's like a snowboard. If you've ever snowboarded before, it feels almost identical. Just a little smaller because of the footprint, but so good. And I'll show you the nimbleness right now. Like, I'm not the best at it yet, but you can really turn and get into those turns. Just like that. Like, electric scooter can't do that. The nimbleness in this thing is just crazy. Alright guys, let's go right back to Peabody so I can conclude this video for you. This thing also handles sidewalks like a champ. Streets work great. This thing can even go through leaves. So to conclude on this video, the OneWheel Pint is definitely worth it. If you have around $1,200 and are willing to get some of the accessories to keep the board safe, go for it. It is a great product. So, is the OneWheel Pint worth it? Heck yeah. It is a great board. It is probably the most fun I've had in forever. And I've owned an electric scooter. It is so much better than that. It is great. It is around $1,200 if you can get it. Get some of the accessories. It will really help out keep the board, keep it nice and safe, and keep it lasting longer. So on that note, I'm going to end the video here. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Like and subscribe.